Hey, this is Chantel from Charlotte, North Carolina, and when I'm working long hours on the job, I'm locked into my boy DJ J Thrill on Global R&B Radio. He got the hits going.
You're in the mix on the Red Light Basement.
Yeah, yeah.
With your boy, DJ J3.
J mother freaking thrill. You thought I was gonna curse there you. It's
I
J
really
Thrill
thought
in
I
the
was like, oh, wait a minute, not the F bomb. Hold on.
No, we ain't doing that because there's somebody right now that's in the kitchen cooking, or at inside the car going to the soccer practice with the kids, and they just want to hear some good music and be entertained when I and not hear all them F bombs. So I went to church Sunday, and I'm trying to be better. Okay, I didn't really go to church, but I read my Bible. But
So wait a minute.
welcome back. Welcome back to the Red Light Basement. I hope you enjoyed those hits. Hey, it's still DJ J Thrill. It's still Rose in the building. And Rose, something been on my mind.
Oh, yeah?
And I got to get it off my chest.
Let's talk about it.
What's been on my mind is these hating behind friends. But can we really call you friend if you hating on me like this? So that's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about real friends, real friendships, and toxic friendships. We're gonna talk about boundaries, and most important, what I want to discuss is how come it seems, Rose, how come it seems that your biggest haters really be your friend undercover? I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you answer that question first. What you think? Am I wrong? Am I wrong for assuming that, or
No, I don't think so at all. I think that I think it can be. I think some of your biggest haters can be your closest friends. I think they can be family.
Mm-hmm.
Um it always seems to be the closest, and I never really understood why that was.
Yeah.
And I kind of dug a little bit deeper because I'm kind of curious about stuff like that. Like, why? What's the psychology behind that?
Yeah.
And, it kinda seemed like it's the same theme that runs, that if, for example, something happens, let's say you are successful at something or you've achieved something that you've been working towards, it seems like strangers are more likely to give you that support, more so than the people who are closest to you, like your
Well, I can
friends
on
or
that.
your family, you know what I'm saying? Like your aces, those people that you would normally expect to be there and give you that support. It's like sometimes you're kinda looking for it, and it's like it's just not there.
Oh, okay.
And
Before you
Mhm.
go, Rose, can you recall a moment when someone that you trusted, showed signs of that hidden jealousy or that sabotage? How did you handle it? Before you even go, tell me something about it.
Mm,
Oh,
this is where it gets juicy.
is it too deep for the introduction?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I like to be to a degree, I like to be an open book because, I don't like to put people out there, but I will say that I have been
I do.
in a situation like that before, a couple of situations like that before, as a matter of fact.
Talk to me.
Um, but you know what? It's always the person that it's always the person that I feel kind of you have like sometimes you may not know who that person is, but
Hmm.
then they kind of show those signs a little bit
Okay. Yeah.
in the way that they move. And so,
Say-
they always say like be careful who your friends are. Sometimes the closest ones, those are the ones you really have to kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And I have a really great girl group now. But over the years I've really had to learn who my friends are and who I should trust and not. And I mean, I have been burned by people before,
Hmm.
and but it kind of boiled down to, I felt like, especially when it comes to girl groups, I feel other
Caddy.
women tend to be very catty, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? If it's not about them, they kind of,
They
I
play
don't know,
safe.
I feel like they kind of discount you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then that kind of leads to them being I don't know, just sort of assassinating your character from time to time
I
to
got
build themselves up. They want to talk crap about you, and all their insecurities start coming out. You know what I mean?
you. Hmm.
So all of a sudden, it's like, they're the ones that are really hating. And my response is usually very
Hmm.
passive, right? My response is, I'm not going to give you what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is clearly you're looking for smoke. I'm not going to give it to you because I know that that's what you're looking for. So they say the best revenge is success. So I'm going to keep pushing forward.
That's what
I'm
they
going
say.
to mind my business. I'm not going to mind your business. I'm going to mind my own business.
Okay.
because I don't want that kind of energy around me. And because you're moving that way, that lets me know how I should move.
Oh, let me hop in here real quick because you were very like you said you like what you said earlier. You was pastor. You was nice in how you addressed this situation. You know, you ain't want to call nobody out. You ain't got to say names. We ain't got to say names. I'm gonna say right now. There's been a lot of people since I've been behind this microphone, sitting in this chair with this beautiful banner behind me that said the Red Light Basement. There's been plenty of people that hated on me. The people that I thought were the closest to me, that I came up with inside the gutter, when I came up with inside high school, South Cobb High School. You know what I mean? You know, they the ones that do not support what I'm doing right here inside this station. You know, people are like, so I seen that you got a little podcast. Podcast where? This is a
Not
freaking
little.
this it ain't little, it ain't no podcast. This is
Not
the
little
internet
podcast. Oh Lord Jesus.
radio station. Podcast is and there ain't no shade to podcast. Podcasts are you got that one episode, one podcast. This station runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why is what I do little? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why is the research that I put into every topic little? Why is the looking for the audio, maintaining these boards, maintaining this microphone, making sure that I articulate myself? Why is the when I take 3 hours a day editing the visuals for the YouTube so that you can follow us at Global R&B 96.3 on YouTube? Shameless plug, had to say it. you know,
Nice.
no, I don't pause, but hey, so I seen that you got a little podcast. Now, why is it whatever I do little?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing it? Show me the radio station that you own.
That part.
Show
That
me,
part.
matter of fact, show me the show that you are on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
tell me what you are doing, because I've been doing this since 2012, 7 days a
Mm-hmm.
week. Through the last 17 years in the Army, being a parent every single day, I still manage to do this. So why is it
Mm-hmm.
why is this little? You know what I'm saying? But no, that's good. I'm gonna leave it right there, Rose. But why do we often keep these fake friends around longer than they should? Is it fear, Rose? Is it hope, or is it just something? Hope that they'll be better, or is it just something else?
That's a really good question. To be honest with you, I think it's just different reasons. I think that one of the main things, especially if you're a person who you've developed, like, you have history with this person, I feel
Yeah,
like people will use that as an excuse to say, well, this person's been in my life for X amount of years, and yeah, they do this kind of crazy stuff over here, but they've really been there for me during tough times. They're
yeah,
really a good friend, but they tend to be a hater, so they can be a friend, but they're more like a friend to me. But I keep them around because we have history and blah blah blah. And that, I mean, listen, you do you, no judgment. If you
yeah,
want to keep them in your life, of course, that's your decision.
yeah,
But you have to determine whether or not the cons outweigh the pros or vice versa. And for me, I feel like I was kind of that person too. I kind of just like, oh well, this person kind of stay around. I kind of began to tolerate this person
yeah,
because it was just like I felt like it was just easier to do that, which kind of leads me to my second reason why I think a lot of people continue on with these relationships or these friendships is because it's really hard to deal with confrontation. People don't want to confront the issue. They don't want to confront the person because they know that there's going to be some sort of like static. There's going to be like a shift and
yeah.
it's going to cause a lot of discomfort. It may give them what they want. If they want to get out of the friendship, they may give them what they want,
I'm gonna
but
keep
it
smoking.
just being in that moment, it might actually make them uncomfortable. And I think a lot of people don't want to deal with discomfort.
I can see that. I can see that. I think it's not for me. It's not the discomfort. Let me come to the mic so y'all can hear me better. It's not the discomfort of it. It is hoping that it is a fleeting, and it's fleeting, and it's a phase that you were just going through this period of your life and you needed something to be about you, and that's fine because everybody wants to. We all have the instinct to be selfish at sometimes. Like, cause you got to think about yourself, but
Mhm.
I think I kept people around hoping that the history that we had between us, like as you said, would serve as more of an impact to how you address me. How you? Because I never, if I've never hated on you, if I've always congratulated you, why you hate on what I do?
Mhm.
Like me, most like anybody that watch this show on the YouTube, on several occasions I have ordered T-shirts, ordered soap, or whatever my friends or even associates, whatever their endeavors are for their entrepreneurial endeavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I support and I advertise it right on the station, and I advertise it without ever hitting them up, right? And saying like, hey, I support what you're doing. Nah, I just purchase their stuff and I get right behind this camera and I promote it right here on this station.
Mm-hmm.
Never that's the kind of person that's the kind of friend that I am.
Right.
Now ask me if them same people have ever promoted this radio station for me or shared a post, because I shared their post.
Mm-hmm.
Have they ever shared a post? Have they ever clicked like on Instagram? Have they ever clicked like on a YouTube or left a comment? No.
Yep.
Let me tell you something right here, Rose. I'm from Atlanta. If people know me, you know me. You know me in the city. You feel me? I'm from Atlanta, and I'm kind of known around my area, right? No, I'm not bragging. I'm saying people know me. They know the twins.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my listenership, I would think, would be in Atlanta. I have a strong listenership, right? Because that's my area, that's my city, that's where I'm from. I have most of my following for this station is in various different states. I'm strong in Virginia. I'm strong in Colorado. I am very strong in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that people that I love and I thought loved me the most would be the most supportive, but it don't work like that. No, it's how you know. I said you got your little podcast. Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's cute.
That was cute.
Uh,
That's a cute little podcast. Okay, I see you with your little internet radio podcast and your little YouTube, your little social media.
I wish I could say like how your little t-shirt business doing. How that going for you? But I never I don't do that. I support you. You know what I'm saying? So hey, all I said is support me. If we're supposed to be friends, right? But unless you got something else that you want to tackle on that, we can get back to the music, or you can keep it going. What you want to do, Rose? You got something else you want to say on it?
I mean, I have questions, but I don't want to run over time.
You know what? We'll come back and we'll take a couple more questions before we get into the on the next segment, before we get into the basement talk. And hey, it's Global R&B. You know what? Screw it. Let's get into this TLC. What about your friends? Cause what about us? What did I do to you, pimp? What about us? What about your
What about the amigos?
Global R&B 96.3. It's the Red Light Basement. Rose, let's go ahead and give it to him. Lord.
What's up, guys? You want to get some more exclusive content? You need to like and subscribe to the Global R&B 96.3 YouTube channel. I'll be waiting.